Hi everyone, this is Joy from Mother Gaia Alchemy, where we combine human design with essential oils, somatic practices, and earth-based practices to inform a well-balanced life as we move towards personal sovereignty and living an authentic expression. I want to talk today about the planetary transits through the human design lens on the root center this month, January 2025. It's a lot. If you have this center open or undefined, you may be experiencing anything from a concentrated stillness and being able to focus to a heightened hyperactivity. There may be feelings in the body around anxiety, panic, fear, or even depression. And if these are not energies that are familiar to you, if these are new to you, it could very well be that these transits of the sun, the earth, and Pluto moving through multiple root gates this month could be having that effect on you. And so perhaps if you haven't had a chance yet and you haven't yet drawn your human design chart, I'm going to leave a link down in the bottom so that you can have a look and draw your chart and have a look and see if your root is open or undefined. If it's defined, it's colored in, and it means there that you are accustomed to an on-off pulse of energy, of adrenalized energy that gets you moving or becoming still, depending on which gate is activated in your own chart. And so this adrenalized pressure that is moving through us right now, it might be something you're accustomed to and you've built your life around. However, for those of the collective who don't have this center defined, and where they are open or undefined, or there are gates that are open, you might be feeling this energy very, very differently. And so I also want to speak to those of you who have young children in your care, whether you're a teacher or a parent or someone who's just surrounded by a lot of young people or children. If there is an unusual sense of anxiety, hyperactivity, or concentrated stillness, it could be that they have an open root center or an undefined root center, and that they are being activated by these planetary transits. And so you actually want to have a look at their charts, and if you don't yet know whether they have a defined root or not, and really just be able to see for yourself. There could be a lot of rushing around, moving from one thing to the next, and little accidents happening as a result. Or they could just be unexplained meltdowns, okay? Panic attacks, anxiety, heightened sense of fear. That is, logically does not make sense. There's no reason for it. There's nothing to pin it on. It's just there. If this is what is happening with you, it's very possible that we are talking about someone who has an open or undefined root, and you are being affected by this adrenalized, stressful pressure that is being activated in the root. And so one way that you can deal with this is by shaking, bouncing. So just doing a lot of bouncing, because what you want to do is you want to start dispersing that energy. If it gets stagnant, if it's going to sit there and build, and the stagnation is building, it can feel super uncomfortable. One of the oils I use for that is Cypress Essential Oil, and Cypress is known as the oil of flow. So you can apply it underneath your feet. You can apply it to the base of your spine, or to anywhere close to your root center where you feel your root is. and combine that with your bouncing energy, so that you're actually creating movement. You're creating a space to disperse this energy that is just building up, and you feel like you're going to explode, because where is this coming from and where is it going to? I promise you it will pass. It must pass. It's just uncomfortable and heavy while it is moving through. Another oil that I've been using quite a lot, actually. I've been putting it on the shower floor. I've been using it in my body lotion. I've been just sitting, holding it, breathing it in, is the Balance Grounding Blend, which contains a lot of grounding essential oils that really just feels like you are in a forest. My favorite place to be. So that you can combine your Balance Grounding Blend. You can combine with just sitting on the earth, getting your own root onto the ground, onto the earth, and allowing the Great Mother to take that built up energy, that adrenalized, stressful sensation, and just draw it back into the earth. And you can even visualize that energy just pouring, you pushing it down and out of your body. And you can do that and combine it with your Balance Blend. And again, you can put that underneath your feet, in the back of your neck, on your temples, across your heart space, into your belly button. And then another oil I've been using is Bergamot. And Bergamot is the oil of self-assurance, because on the other side of all this adrenalized pressure could also be a sense of, from an open crown or head center, you may be feeling pressure around doubt, around second guessing yourself, around a lack of self-assurance, and not knowing. And actually where we are right now in the world, and as we are transitioning through a very gnarly time, is this invitation to get comfortable with the unknown, to get comfortable with not having all the answers, to get comfortable with just being still and accepting of what is going on, and not accepting in the sense that you're just going to lay yourself down like a doormat, not like that, but without an acceptance that doesn't need to fight, an acceptance that doesn't need to resist, an acceptance that goes, whew, this is a lot, let it pass through me, because I want to act. Anything I do, I want it to be that I'm acting from a grounded, rooted, self-assured space, not from a stagnant place, not from a place that is hyperactive, or a place that is filled with doubt or fear. I want to move from a place that feels stable. And so I do these practices, the movement, the getting in touch with the body, getting in touch with the body of the earth, and the gifts of the earth through the essential oils, the plants, the trees, the flowers, all of it, animals, letting them be held by us. All of this will support, and does support, just coming back to ourselves. And it might just be that during January you have to exercise this more than usual, because of what is being stimulated in our root center through the transit. Okay, and if you have children, bring them to nature, swimming, getting them into the ocean, into rivers, climbing trees, playing, making essential oil bombs or blends or something that's going to get them engaged, playing with clay, something that's going to get them engaged with the earth, because that's where the rebalancing is going to happen. You know, there's another example that we can use in terms of how to actually discern this energy, and that is through the looking at an actor. So when an actor is about to step out onto the stage, they feel that adrenalized energy, right? And you can either, as an actor, step out onto the stage to take up your role and use the energy of the audience to build that adrenaline and use it in your performance. Or you can be an actor that you feel that adrenalized energy, but it becomes so overwhelming that actually you shut down into fear and panic and stage fright, and you become paralyzed. And so this is also how you can discern how you might be affected right now or through this month. So are you going to use this adrenalized energy to channel it and use it for your best performance and bring out the best in you? Or is it going to just overwhelm you, and are you just going to shut down and become paralyzed? And either if you're going to go into the paralysis, if you're going into the fear, if you're going into the panic, that's when you really need to get into the movement and the dispersing and just trusting, and understand you can't make logical sense of it, okay? There's no logic to this. You're not going to be able to pin it on anything logically, because it's an irrational sensation if this is something that is new to you, okay? If you're unaccustomed to it. Remember, open and undefined centers amplify the energy. So if your root center is open or undefined, you are amplifying that adrenalized energy from the field. And so if this is not something you're accustomed to, really, really take the time. Number one, know that you are not alone, that you are not going crazy, but that actually this is energy that is also highlighting certain aspects within your root, and you can discern for yourself how you want to move forward. And if there is a sense for hyperactivity, then what can you do to just bring that down and help you to manage these sensations? Let me know how you're doing. I for myself, I have an undefined root center, and I have been feeling this gnarly energy all week, and it's been a lot. And so, which is really why I wanted to make this video as well, to let you know that if this is unusual and there's no real reason for you to be feeling the way you are feeling, then it's probably just something that needs to pass, and you need to allow it, give it space to move through you. Okay, sending love to everyone, and many, many blessings on your month of January.